everyone. This is the Sun Woman. I just want to take a moment to wish you a happy new year. I hope that everyone entered into 2016 with peace and harmony in their lives. I want to thank everyone who has subscribed, shared, and liked my videos, and for those who have commented, and I've been in contact with some wonderful people. I thank you so much for taking a moment to send me a lovely message, ask questions, or make some really interesting observations. It's a blessing for me to communicate with you all. Again, want to welcome you into the new year, and this is going to be an interesting month. We have Mercury retrograde, and you know, I'm sure everyone is familiar on some level with Mercury retrograde. Well, what does that mean? Well, Mercury doesn't actually move backwards, okay? If you are a stargazer in any way and you look through a telescope, it would appear when you see the planet Mercury, it would appear that it is moving backward. And this is actually the same movement that the ancient astrologers perceived thousands of years ago. What it really means is that because Mercury is the planet that's situated closest to the Sun, its orbit is much smaller, much shorter than the Earth. So about 3 or 4 times a year, Mercury speeds past Earth, and that's when we experience a Mercury retrograde period. Mercury is the planet in astrology that rules communication, that includes listening and speaking, learning, reading, editing, negotiating. Mercury also rules all forms of contracts and agreements, any important documents such as book manuscripts or contracts, deeds, leases. Computers are under Mercury's rulership, as well as transportation and travel. So when this planet goes retrograde, it really affects us all. It's not just a planetary aspect that may affect individual charts in a certain way. Mercury is a planet that is going to have an effect over all of us in our human endeavors. So it's an interesting period of time. Again, it happens 4 times a year. Now, what's fascinating for me is that, you know, we did start a new year with 2016 chronologically, but in some ways, I feel like the year is not really starting off until February, really, when Mercury goes back forward at the end of January. So Mercury is retrograde from January 5th in the sign of Aquarius. Then it's going to move backwards through Capricorn on the 8th of January and stay in Capricorn in its retrograde movement until it starts moving forward again at the end of January around the 25th. So really, what do we do during Mercury retrograde? Well, it's a good time for anything, reviewing, rewinding, renewal, revising, reversing in some way. It's a good time to look over what area of your life that Mercury is going retrograde in, and you know that by finding out where Capricorn, the sign of Capricorn, is in your chart. That's where the most influence is going to be this month. So you may find delays in that area. You may find some types of miscommunication, or you may be going back to the drawing board in some way to review your position or review a project or renegotiate something, okay? So we don't want to sign on the dotted line when Mercury is retrograde because things are kind of up in the air. The energy is very fluid, and you want to wait until Mercury goes forward before you really make a strong commitment to something. Again, signing contracts, purchasing a house, starting a new job or accepting a new job, hiring if you're a hiring manager, because what will happen is if you sign for something, or if you start something new during the Mercury retrograde period, you're going to find when Mercury goes forward that maybe there was a piece of information missing from what you had that might have made you make different decisions or go in a different direction, or people may be changing their mind through the whole Mercury retrograde period, so nothing is really going to settle until Mercury goes forward, okay? So just a little information there about Mercury Mercury retrograde, which is going to be the main planetary aspect this month for all of us. And what I'm going to go ahead and do is the individual tarot readings for each of the signs, just keeping in mind where Mercury is retrograde. And again, that is in Capricorn. Also, there is a new moon in Capricorn on January 9th, and that moon in Capricorn is going to be a cycle from January 9th until February 8th. So that is also, again, strong Capricorn energy as well. So we have the Mercury retrograde in Aquarius and Capricorn. We've got a new moon in Capricorn. A lot of activity wherever Capricorn is falling in your chart. So let's go ahead and do those readings, and then I'm going to throw a oracle card at the end just to get a final message from Spirit for this month. So thank you again for all of those of you who have subscribed, and I again appreciate your time and your energy, and looking forward to meeting more of you and communicating with more people in the new year. Thank you so much. Hello, Taurus. This new moon in Capricorn really has the power to get you on track for a spiritual renewal. It is taking place in your 9th house, which is the house of your religion, your spirituality, your philosophy, whatever doctrine you believe in. So this new moon really is going to have the ability to help you determine what is real in your life, what is something that is based on fear, and what is based on truth in your life, okay? So don't be surprised if this moon kind of shakes up what you may have previously thought was law in your life, as far as your beliefs and your belief system. It's really going to give you a chance to go for what is really truly meaningful to you, and let all the other distractions that are just trying to throw obstacles in your way, you know, you're going to be able to really just cross those things off your list, okay, and move through into your truth in this new moon cycle in Capricorn. So again, with the Mercury retrograde, you're going to be going back and rewinding and reviewing your belief system. And when you come up out of the retrograde period through this new moon, I feel that you're going to have a brand new set of beliefs that are going to carry you through your life in a very strong and supportive way, okay? So let me go ahead and put down 7 cards for Taurus. And this is the message for Taurus for this new moon cycle in Capricorn. Message for Taurus the Bull. New moon cycle in Capricorn for Taurus, okay? All right, 7-card reading. We have the Knight of Wands in the recent past, the 3 of Cups reversed in the present. We have the Ace of Pentacles reversed in the future. We have the Death card reversed, crowning, which is also the advice card. We have the 6 of Cups in your area that rules other people in your life. We have the Queen of Cups reversed in your hopes and fears area, and we have the 9 of Cups reversed in the potential outcome. At the base of the deck, we have the 6 of Swords reversed. Okay. All right, so let me just take a look at this. We have cups, we have more cups than anything else. 1, 2, 3, 4 cups. So, you know, really talking about your emotional life and emotional beliefs and what really affects you to the core is what we're looking at here. Now, with the Knight of Wands in the recent past, I feel that there's been some type of change that's taken place in your life within the previous month. It could be the entrance of someone new in your life, of a fire sign energy, which is Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. It also could, however, be a renewing of your own personal energies, so much so that you are in some way expressing it in a fire sign way. So a renewal of some type of passion, renewal of ideas, you know, coming to the understanding that there is a change that needs to take place, and swiftly, in your life. So this is what you're coming into this month cycle with, and that's a really positive energy. It happens very quickly, very swiftly, and kind of just blows away anything that was there before. So definitely fits what we're talking about in your ninth house energy, ninth house areas. What's covering you right now? Three of Cups reverse. I feel like there is some type of emotional situation that's bringing you a little, you know, that you're disheartened about. And, you know, it could just talk about arguments or, you know, conflict with people that are close to you, with a emotional relationship. Could be a spouse, could be a family member, could, you know, could be a partner. So there is right now some type of energy that's, you know, that's got you feeling off balance emotionally, and you're needing to kind of figure out how to right that situation, how to take those cups and right them back up. It's not a situation that is not fixable. It usually talks about, for me, is just temporary conflict and temporary you know, misunderstandings that can actually be fixed, because love is definitely there. Now, in your future area, we have the Ace of Pentacles. And what I feel like is that in some way, this emotional situation that is affecting you is also affecting your sense of prosperity and your, you know, your financial outlook in some way. Now, know that the Ace of Pentacles is a fantastic card, whether it comes up right side up or upside down. It talks about the birth of a situation, the birth of financial security, the birth of some type of lucrative idea, planting of seeds that are going to flourish later on a material level. So it does promise prosperity, and it does promise the beginnings of something that has the potential to grow and flourish. Now, I feel that it's coming up reversed in your future house because, again, we're under a period of delays. So you may be, you know, going back to the drawing board. You may be working through some type of emotional situation in order to free yourself from that kind of you know, chain, or from that weight on your shoulders that is now going to, within the next few weeks, allow you to focus on what it is that you really want out of life, that you really want to go for in your life, and something very meaningful for you that also can end up being financially successful for you, okay? Because we do have that Knight of Wands in the past, which means on a mental level, you've already made that change. You're already moving forward in that direction. But right now, something's going on that's got you a little bit, you know, thrown off emotionally. But things are going to improve, and there is going to be the planting of seeds. Now, again, here is the Death card reversed in the crowning position, which is the Advice card. And again, it talks about stagnancy. It talks about, you know, kind of being stuck in the mud, waiting for this transition, knowing that this transition needs to happen in your life and is going to happen, but it is delayed. And, you know, again, it can be due to circumstances, it can be due to your own, you know, sense of timing, you know, knowing that you are ready for this change, but maybe not aggressively pushing forward into creating this transformation in your life. And that's okay, because that's what this period again is about with this Mercury retrograde. Reviewing what it is that you really want, and revising your plans, putting things in order, and really getting things ready so that when Mercury goes forward, you can now take this Death card and reverse it so that you are moving forward to create this tremendous transformation. You know, the Death card is not just about small changes. It's about life-changing transformations that take you from one level of existence to the next level of existence, okay? So moving out of one life, one way of life, into a new way of life, all right? And of course, the Death card is not literal death. It talks about the death of situations that no longer serve you, the shedding of an old skin and moving into a new skin, a new sense of self, all right? So that's the crowning card there. Now, the card that rules those around you, that are influencing you this month, we have the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups is a card that really talks about longing for how things used to be. It also talks about, if we're, you know, specifically talking about other people in your life, family connections, connections to people from the past, loved ones that you haven't seen in a long time. There could be get-togethers or gatherings with family members that you have, you know, that have not been, you know, with you. So there is a need for you to reconnect here, is what Spirit is saying, with people from the past, and there's going to be a renewal there of those relationships on some level that is going to help you. Definitely help you on a spiritual level and emotional level. And I feel that's going to allow you to come out of this Three of Cups reverse situation and move forward with a strengthening of bonds. It can just talk about strengthening of the bonds of the people around you, your family members, people you live with, or those that you are in some way connected with on an emotional level, okay? So very strong influence of people from the past or past situations that are going to now be renewing themselves. Now, the Queen of Cups is reversed in your hopes and fears area. And it's interesting to me that this Queen of Cups reversed is also very much lined up with that Three of Cups reversed. Again, talking about emotional hurt on some level. This queen, you know, when she's right side up, things are just flowing for her. Her intuition, her creativity, her emotional connection to her loved ones, you know, her ability to really flow. This is very much a water sign card, so this can be the influence of a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio in your life. If this is a person in your life that you have, you know, some that you're having some sense of fear or upset about, then, you know, this can be someone who is acting in a negative aspect of the water sign. So someone who is very moody, who can be very clingy, very changeable, okay, who instead of being emotionally stable, maybe demonstrating, you know, a sense of emotional instability, and that could be affecting you again. Very possibly a family member there for you, or a spouse or a partner, perhaps. Now, if this is, you know, so I think you may have some fears related to this person and this person's welfare, okay? So that may be exactly what that Three of Cups is that's on you right now and kind of weighing you down with emotional, some murky emotional energy, kind of blocking this transformative energy that's trying to flow in, that you've really already set into motion, okay? So, you know, what this is, however, is a hope, is a fear. It is not necessarily an actual thing. It's something that we sometimes give power to that can actually be changed because it's not something that's actually manifesting. What we have in the outcome here is the Nine of Cups reversed, which is really a beautiful card to have at the end of a reading, because what it's telling you is that regardless of, you know, the difficulties that you're experiencing right now, the Nine of Cups is there. And the Nine of Cups, for me, whether it's upside down or right side up, is a wish come true card. And I feel that in its reverse position in your potential outcome here, within this next month, between now, the January 9th new moon in Capricorn and the February 8th new moon in Aquarius, you should recognize that your wishes really are coming true. What you want to happen is going to be happening, but you have to find a way to write this card right side up. And what the message that I feel from Spirit is that you are responsible for making your own wishes come true. You kind of have to leave others to their devices. We wish our loved ones well, we wish the people around us well, but in order to have a whole and healthy and prosperous and emotionally satisfying and enriching life, we are ultimately responsible for our own destiny. So know, when you see this Nine of Cups, it says that you have everything you need right now to make your wishes come true. You have to only recognize that. It also can talk about taking things for granted, okay? You know, really not recognizing the blessing when the blessing is upon you, or not recognizing the blessings as they are happening in your life. So this is a call for you to recognize that the blessings in your life, what you want, is actually already there. It is coming into your life. You've set these things in motion. You have only to open your eyes, open your heart, bring yourself out of whatever is holding you back from recognizing these blessings, and allow these cups to run over, which they are trying to do for you in your life, okay? And again, this is, we're talking about within the next month cycle, so some very good things coming. We just want to open our eyes, Taurus, and allow those things to flow in with an open mind and an open heart and an open spirit, okay? An unburdened spirit. Now, the Six of Swords is reversed here, which is at the base of the deck. And the Six of Swords, again, that energy of kind of being held back. Right side up, the Six of Swords talks about moving on to greener pastures, moving on to calmer shores. So in a reversed position, it's saying that right now that energy is a little stifled. You're being held back a little bit by whatever circumstances are from moving forward now to where you have to go. Six of Swords can talk about actually physical moves, physical movement, physical trips. So there may be a trip that you have been planning or thinking about, and there may be delays. Again, with Mercury retrograde, we have delays with transportation, communications, with really getting plans to gel, but that's okay, because the energy that is now taking place in this January time is one for really making sure that your plans and you know, that what you want to happen are strong, are rooted in you know, practical methods and practical plans, and so that when that energy goes forward, you can now take that step. You can make that trip, whether it is a physical trip or a emotional trip. The Swords has a lot to do with you know, thought processes, and so there's a lot of activity going on in your mind. You're thinking very hard and very feverishly about the plans that you want to set into motion. Right now is not yet the time, but it will be very, very soon. So get everything in order, because at the end of the month you'll be able to move forward with very strong energy. Mercury behind you. And this new moon in Capricorn, again, affecting your 9th house, which is a brand new attitude. You know, I'm thinking about that song from the 80s or the 90s, I've Got a New Attitude, Patti LaBelle sang. So that's what you're going to be coming out of this Mercury retrograde period and this new moon cycle, with a brand new attitude, Taurus. All right, so great reading. Let's go ahead and pull a card from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck and see what the final message is for my Tauruses for this new moon cycle in Capricorn. Message for my Tauruses. Okay, this card stuck to my hand, and wow, look at that. Happy, happy is the card. You know, that pretty much speaks for itself. And notice the number here, the number 26. Okay, 26, a very strong number. Also adding up to the number 8. The 8 has a great deal to do with the material plane, power, money, success, actually physically manifesting the ideas that are in your head and your wishes and your dreams. The number 7 is a very spiritual card. The number 8 is completely material. So, whatever it is that you are divining on a spiritual level, you're going to have the power within this next month period to actually manifest those things, and they're going to make you very, very happy. Look at this sprite. Look at this fairy. She's dancing on this egg, and it looks like, there's an egg here with a keyhole, and you can pretty much guarantee that she holds the key to her happiness here. She's dancing, she's lighthearted, there are balloons, there's a celebration, there's a little bird here, and I feel like this hummingbird is hovering, and she's leaning towards the hummingbird because I feel the hummingbird is giving her a message. The hummingbird has a secret for her, okay? Just for her journey and for the next steps that she needs to take, and here's lots of confetti. So, beautiful card, happy, and so the message from the Oracle for this card, the number 26 card, happy. Let me go ahead and just find that, and I like to read the meaning from the book because it's just so well crafted. Joy and contentment, a sense of fulfillment, a feeling that all is well. The Oracle's message is your desires are effortlessly fulfilled now. Find joy in the present moment, whatever is happening, and be satisfied with things as they are. You're free from the shackles of longing. Wow. You're free from the shackles of longing and able to experience the liberation that comes from actually being happy moment to moment, for you have chosen happiness over yearning for it. Now's the time for feeling joy for the sake of joy and experiencing contentment. None of this is because of something outside of yourself, Taurus. Your happiness is a result of your being at one with Spirit's plan for your life. All is well. The tide is in now. Enjoy playfully splashing in it. All right, well, that's just so wonderful. That's a beautiful message. Enjoy playfully splashing in it, Taurus. Okay, that's the message for you. Again, it very much resonates with this 9 of Cups here, the Wish Come True card. So that's your goal now for this next month, to put your plans in action so that you are happy, and your wishes are coming true. Okay? Beautiful, beautiful message for my Tauruses, and I want to wish you all well. If you're interested in a private reading with me, I would love to be able to do that for you. You can go ahead and click on the link in the information box below the video, or there is also a link to order a private reading in the banner for my channel, and that will take you to my website, and you can schedule a private reading with me. Again, I thank you so much for your time and your energy. Thank you for subscribing, sharing, and liking my videos. I look forward to seeing you next month, and I wish you all beautiful things, Tauruses. Namaste.